Wild Rider. Hello guys and gals, Wyoming Rider here. Today we'll be unboxing the Tesway X5 Pro. This is an awesome 52 volt, 60 amp hour battery bike. Really looking forward to getting this thing unboxed and taking it out for a ride. So, I won't bore you with too much unboxing, and let's get to it. Just want to show you how it comes boxed, and box it did arrive in very good condition, pretty much immaculate. The only little bit of damage it sustained I did myself just moving through the house to get it out here. But yeah, it came boxed really well and it came in good condition, so shouldn't be any damage. Alright, we'll get the straps cut off, get the box open, and we'll go from there. Just want to give you a quick look of what it looks like inside the box. Packaged very well. Lots of foam, and has a nice big box over there to help keep it straight. And it's of course folded up in the box too. Looks like you do have to put the seat on, and you can already tell it's this beautiful cherry red color, which is my favorite color, so can't wait to get it out. I'll probably just ended up cutting the front out here and we'll pull it out that way. That's what I usually do. Alright, I got the front cut out and I'm holding on to it because I think it's going to try to fall out. Go ahead and fold the flap down, and there it is. Wow, that's beautiful. Red and black together, it looks really nice. Alright, I finally got it unwrapped enough that I could fold it out and it'll stand on its own now. So I can finish putting the rest of the stuff on it. I put the seat on, the handlebars, and if you'll notice I took the battery out because that did help a lot too, because that got rid of about 30 pounds of weight. This is massive. That is a beefy battery. And it does say it is 52 volt, 60 amp hour at 3120 watt hours of energy. And it charges to 58.8 volts. That is fantastic. Wow. What an awesome battery. Alright, I'll get the rest of this stuff on and we'll charge up the battery and take it out. It may take me a while depending on how much charge is on that battery. I'm not really sure, but we'll find out. Alright guys and gals, now that we have it assembled, this is what it looks like all fully put together and in its full glory here. I even did go ahead and put the passenger seat and the passenger little foot peg things on it. Those are really nice. Love this color. You'll see this is cherry red, and it's more like has like a satin finish on it, but it does have metal flake in it too that probably will not come out in the camera. But yeah, it is a really beautiful color. And it does have these, where it says Tesway here is like this holographic sticker there. And same way with this X5 Pro sticker. And I'm not sure if these other ones are just white or if they're actually reflective. I guess we'll see at night, because the nice Kenda tires that's on here, it does come with these nice Kenda Crusade tires. They're 20 by 4 inch, and they do have the reflective ring around them, which is pretty cool. Do you like those Kenda Crusade tires? They're good tires. But yeah, as you see, it has this nice little passenger seat. Dual suspension on the rear. This does not look like it's adjustable, but the front suspension is adjustable. Has a lockout on one side and adjust on the other. Alright, let's start out in the cockpit up here. I have not even powered this on yet. But yeah, it has BMX handlebars. Nice DY Island brake handles up here, and also DY Island brake calipers, and very nice thick 180 millimeter rotors on there. Man, those are really beefy. Those are on the front and rear. Very nice. Nice little control pad here, and your 7-speed Shimano shifter. It does look like we have a half twist throttle there. And these nice locking grips. Which, as you see, allowed me to put my handlebar and mirrors on there. I did not put the cheaper plastic ones I could put on most bikes because they just, and I'll try to remember to put a picture of it inside of there so you see why. But the plastic ones are too long because it has a smaller pipe inside of there and it will only allow you to go to about here. So I had to take these off another bike I had because they didn't fit on that one very well, and man, they work perfect on this one, these metal ones here. And they look really nice on there. And yeah, this beautiful red frame. Like I said, this is a cherry red. Looks kind of like a satin finish, but it does have some metal flake in it. We don't have a lot of light now, so it's going to be hard to see it. And this, like the Tesway logo here, is like a holographic sticker. Same way with this X5 Pro. And I'm not sure, I don't know if this is just white on these lines here, or if that's actually reflective. But it definitely is down the nice Kenda Crusade tires that come on it. They have this nice reflective ring around them. Very nice. It's a dual suspension. These rear ones are not adjustable. But the front forks are. There's adjustment on this side and a lockout on that one over there. And there it is, branded Tesway on them. Let's have this and front headlight. We'll see how bright it is. I'm not sure. It's not real big, so not sure how bright it'll be, but we'll see. It has some of these small ones that really surprised me, so who knows? Let's have, since this is a folding bike, it has folding pedals. Let's have a 48 tooth front chainring. Guard on both sides. And of course you have your rear freewheel in the back here, and I think that's probably just the regular 14 to 28 it looks like. And it has a turny derailleur and a derailleur guard. So it does have this nice passenger seat and passenger foot pegs, and I did go ahead and put those on it. And down here it says longer range. Because yes, it does, because this massive 52 volt 60 amp hour battery, that total of 3120 watt hours of energy. And it does take 10 hours to charge from empty to full. And when I charged it earlier today, I'm not sure how much was in it to begin with because it took about 6 hours. And it does have a really nice looking seat. We'll see how good it is. It does kind of make a little noise when you move it. But it looks like it should be nice and comfortable. Alright, I have not even powered this on, so let's make sure, first of all, I know you have to turn it on. Because as you see, there's a key in the battery, and that does have to stay in there. And we have to make sure it's in the on position. It looks like it is. Let's see if we can power it on. So yeah, there we go. Here's the nice color display. Let's see what it does, how we switch between here. Info, okay, there we go. So it goes for trip, odometer. There's max, mile an hour, and average mile an hour. So it looks like that's the only things we get there. So let's see something here. And see, it's in past 0, so we should not be able to get any power. Yep, that's good. So let's put it up into 1. Let's do that again. Okay, so the throttle does look like maybe it's limited by the Paso. I'm not sure. It's going up to 22.7. Of course, that could be because it's locked to. We will find out. I have not looked in the manual to see how to unlock it yet. So I assume it's probably defaults to 20. Here, well, we'll find out. Let's put it up into 5 and see what happens. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it goes all the way up to around 30. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's locked, so that's great. So awesome job, Tesway. I like it when they come already unlocked. Unlocked and ready to go. So on the next thing I want to show you, it does have plastic fenders in front and back. And if you watch any of my other videos, you know I do like plastic fenders. Those are my favorite because they don't make a lot of racket and they don't get bent up. So I like those. But yeah, very nice looking bike. I love the look of it. Like I said, I could show you the folding function, but honestly, I will probably never fold it again. If I show you it here, that's probably going to be the only time that I ever do that, because this bike is very heavy. So yeah, the whole bike weighs, they say, around 112 pounds, I do believe. And you got to remember, 30 pounds of that is just the battery. That is just insane. That battery is awesome. But it also has these nice mag wheels and this is a 1,000-watt motor, and it peaks at 1,600 watts. And it's just a single motor, but we do have the nice mag wheels up on the front as well. And I do believe they will be sending me a front rack for it. So when I get that, I'll do another video and put that on it so you can see what that looks like. But yeah, very nice looking bike. Should get lots of range. They advertise a max range of 200 miles on it, but I'm sure that's like riding past level 1 and pedaling. So just keep that in mind. And if you throttle, I think they say like 100 miles. But also consider that's probably out on flat ground. So I live in a very hilly area, so I don't suspect it'll get quite that much here, but I bet it's gonna still be a lot. So it will definitely make me very happy, I'm sure, because I'll be able to go a lot of places with this bike that I could not do with the others. So yeah, next we'll take it out for a ride, and we'll run it through its paces. We'll do the hill climb test and speed test and see what this bike is all about. And I probably will not do a range test in this video because, man, that will take a very long time. But maybe I'll do it in a separate one. Take it somewhere cool, at least to give you an idea how long the range is on this thing. But man, fantastic. Always wanted one of these long range bikes, and well, now I have one. The handlebars do not adjust on this. It has BMX style handlebars, which I much prefer over those long stem ones anyway. But the seat does adjust up and down, and it goes quite a ways up there, and it is not the easiest thing to move up and down, which is kind of good though. That means it's probably not going to slip down on you, because he did put this, looks like, I want to see, it's probably Teflon insert in there to keep it from, like I said, being so loose. But man, you can raise this thing to some insane level. I mean, geez. I mean, that's up to my belly. Wow. No way I could sit on that. I mean, you'd probably wait to take it out here. They do say the max speed on this is 31 miles an hour. Maybe we'll test that out and see. Would not doubt that we'll get at least close to that, especially with that massive battery. And since it is single motor, we should definitely get lots of range out of it. You do also get these things that come with it. You get a manual, nice bag of tools, and this awesome charger here that charges it up to 58.8 volts at 6. I'll just drop the wrench out of the tool bag. Anyway, you get a charger that charges it all the way up to 58.8 volts, and it does it at 6 amp hours. And like I said, that takes about 10 hours from empty to full. Charge it with this awesome charger, and it is actively cooled, has a fan in it. Really nice charger. All right, guys and gals, we're going to take this wonderful Tesway X5 Pro out for its first ride here and do the test on it. I'll start down the road with the hill test. First, I want to show you something else I forgot to tell you earlier. This also does have a power port underneath the control panel, and you see I'm using it right now. And it is charging my phone because it needed charging. And what's really cool with this one is even if the bike is off, you plug it in there and it still charges it. Very nice. Really like that. And with this big massive battery, should get plenty of charging. So I could charge my phone with it. I could charge my camera with it if I need to. And that will not be a problem. Got the kickstand up. There's one thing I've noticed, this kickstand is pretty far back because this is a fairly long bike. So, alright, so let's go headed on down to the hill test and I'll see you there. Alright, we're almost down here to the hill climb test area. Alright, and just like all the previous bikes, I'm going to do this in throttle only. Here we go. This thing is not super jumpy on the throttle, which is probably a good thing. It's kind of nice and smooth. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the weight of this bike, being 112 pounds. But it's certainly having no trouble climbing this hill. Yeah, there we go. I was up there about 13 miles an hour. According to the speedometer. We'll see what it says on the GPS. I really wasn't paying attention to it. And I did try to adjust the wheel size down to make it more accurate because it was about 2 miles an hour off when I did my initial list of testing around the neighborhood. Seems pretty accurate now. But when that is the P06 setting in this bike, as it is the most, it does not have an option for 23 because it defaults to 24. I tried to drop it down to 23, but doesn't have that option, so I had to drop it down to 22. So hopefully that is good. We'll see. Seems pretty accurate so far. Yeah, that seems very accurate. So yeah, there you go. 22 inches on your tire size will give you an accurate speedometer on this beautiful bike. And as you see already, it's no slouch as far as speed, and it's a pretty quick bike, especially to be so heavy. Suspension seems very nice so far. Very smooth. Soaking up those bumps on the road with no problem. And we'll do what we normally do. I'm going to head up the hill and we'll do the off-road test up there. But I can tell already it looks like it's going to be pretty darn good. Us two will get to see how it climbs up the VA hill here. I am pedaling this time. I do have the seat setting this thing to the lowest position because I suspect I'll ghost pedal pretty early on. I mean, it's already starting to lose that feeling in the pedals. But now I'm gaining it back because I'm slowing down. But let's face it, this is a really the pedaling type bike anyway, especially with this massive battery. Who needs to? I just do it just to get my blood flowing, you know. Not really necessary. Then I don't have to hold the throttle. I can just pedal along. I do believe this bike has cruise control because I think I did turn it on yesterday by accident. Let's take it out here. Oh yeah, not bad. It's a little bumpy, but this road is always really bumpy. Oh yeah, handling it really well. Just as I suspected. I mean, it's got pretty good suspension. It is adjustable in the front, and you have dual shocks in the back. The back ones don't look to be adjustable, but they seem to be good just the way they are. I think they make them pretty stiff out of the box because, you know, that weight of that battery, and I'm pretty heavy too. I'm 220, so the suspension seems perfect for me. Just the way it is. Now, if you're lighter, it may be a little stiff for you, but for me, it is just right. And I can say too, man, this bike feels really nimble to be such a big, heavy bike. I mean, it's the way the forks and all are made, and yeah, it feels really nice. I said very nimble for its size. Pretty quiet too. These nice Kinder Crusade tires. It is one of my favorite tires. So had them on a couple of bikes, and they're always great tires. I have not put any flat out on them yet. I had to go to the store and get some more, so I will be putting that in there in the next day or so, especially before I take it out on a long distance ride. All right, start right here where I always start. Put it all the way up into 5. All right, we'll do this first throttle only. We'll do it both directions and average out the speed. Like I said before, not that that's going to make much of a difference if a pedal or not anyway, because like I said, it's not much of a pedal bike anyway. Lay down a little bit. 27, yeah, it's pretty much that speedometer is right on. Like I said, 22 inches on the wheel size. And almost up to 30. There we go. 30 mile an hour. 30.6, 30.8, 31.2. Wow. 31 on this speedometer, 31 here. 1.5. Wow, I did not expect that. Wow, that is very impressive for a bike this heavy with a single motor. And it's a 1,000 watt motor. But like I said, they do say it peaks at 1,600 watts. So I believe that now, because yeah, that's pretty quick. Alright, let's try back the other way. We'll do the same thing, throttle only. And we'll average the 2 out. The good thing is there's not a lot of wind today. There seems to be a little more going this way, so it may be slightly slower this way. Doesn't seem to be so far. Almost up to 29. Almost 30 now. There we go. We got over 30. I don't think we're going to quite make it to 31 this way. Getting close though. Oh, right there at it though. Get this opportunity. Build the brakes a little more. And these brakes do work great though. And these rotors on here are great. They're just massive. They're only 180 millimeter, but they're just super thick. Makes for some great stopping power. They make a slight bit of noise at first. So that's what I was doing yesterday. I went around the neighborhood with it, just kind of bedded the brakes, and by the time I got around the block, the noise had stopped. Now they're working great. Now we're pedaling back this way. Let's see how much speed we get this time. Like I figured, I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Man, right there at almost 31. There we go, 31. Yeah, so for me, it might weight at 220. Man, this brakes are great for such a heavy bike. At my weight, at 220, yeah, this thing seems to get 31 mile an hour. That's great. That is definitely a little bit more than I expected. I figured 28 or 29, but no, it's doing 31. That's great. I mean, they advertised it, I think, to do 31, and well, it does that. Yeah, does what it says. All right, so just gonna go back across here, down the other side. And that was a big drop off there, but you see, this bike handles it really well. Oh, and I'm happy to report to you, if you can look there at the mountains, you don't see any more smoke. A couple of days ago, we finally got that much needed rain, and it dumped a good amount of snow up there on the fire, and now they pretty much have it under control. So I think it's about 50% contained, and we're not seeing the smoke anymore, so it's looking really good. Yeah, I thank the Lord for that one. I think we're going to get some more rain and snow toward the end of this week, so that should help put the rest of it out, hopefully. Because that was getting pretty scary. Up over, geez, it was getting pretty close to 100,000 acres. 96 or so, I think. Something like that. Pretty scary. Climbing up this hill, doing 21, almost 22. Not bad. And it just biked this ride so smooth too. It was great. Can't believe they let me get this close. Yeah, there you go. Antelope, pronghorns, whatever you want to call them, there they are. Yeah, they're starting to get a little nervous, me sitting here. I'll try to ease past them without scaring them off. Oh, there they go. I was trying not to scare them. Can't believe they let me get that close. They don't usually let you get that close. It's pretty amazing. right there. It's like a mama and two babies. In a beautiful creek. Show you too, since there's a step through, how easy it is for me to get on and off of here. Super easy. It's like that. I even know I should have gone off the other side. But yep, kickstand down here. Alright. Take another good look at it. This is the Tesway X5 Pro. And down at the bottom down there it says longer range, and that's absolutely what it is. It's definitely got longer range than any other bike I have. I mean, so far we went 8.8 miles, because I knew I started this thing from the beginning of the charge. I've only charged it that one time, and I went almost 9 miles, and we're still sitting at full bars. Hasn't even lost one yet. That is fantastic. What a great bike. Rides really good. But man, these brakes were really great. Does look like they spaced them good. As you see, it's using the full rotor like it should. The back may not be using quite as much as the front, but it seems to work well too. But yeah, 60 amp hour battery, 3120 watt hours of energy in that thing. Great bike. Like I said, 1000 watt motor, 1600 watt peak, mag wheel, so you have no spoke maintenance, plastic fenders, which I love. Nice step through design. It does fold, but like I said, I don't know if I'll ever use that feature, but it is nice if you need it to make it a little smaller. But it's 112 pounds, so like I said, I will be getting a front rack for it, so once I get that in, I'll do another video to show you that. And I did add these mirrors, and they work really good on here. They look really nice. Looks like they were made for it, you know. Very, very nice bike. This is one of the best riding bikes that I've gotten so far, I can tell you. It rides super nice, guys. Super nice. And it does have those folding pedals, but I might invest in getting me some nice red metal ones to put on there to match, because I really like this bike. Definitely one that I will probably keep forever, or for at least a very long time, because it is awesome. I love it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this bike. I think it's a great deal for the price. I do believe right now it's either 17 or 1800. I think it's 1700. But man, you get what you pay for here, because that is a big battery. And my only complaints might be the size of that headlight, but like I said, we'll try that out at night. So don't want to give you my final thoughts quite yet, because we still got a little more testing to do, and I will try to do a range test on it, and maybe I'll just not charge it for a while and ride it to work and everything, and we'll see how far it gets. And I'll give you an update on that. But so far, my initial thoughts, man, this thing is great. I love it so far. Great bike. Alright, out here at night, and right now I'm sure you cannot see anything. So I can test out the lights on the Tesway X5 Pro. So first, let's go power the bike on here so we can see something. There we go. Alright, first let's take a look at these tail lights. Ooh, wow, those are really bright. How that comes out on the camera, but trust me, they're really bright. Alright. Try out the brake lights. So you can see, yep, it does get a little bit brighter. Look pretty good. Alright, now let's go up here to the front and take a look at the headlights. that's what it looks like from there. Let's see how it looks out here. Yeah, it looks actually pretty decent. Better than I expected it to, looking at the size of it. But like I said, some of these smaller ones have surprised me before. Some of them can be quite bright. So, all right, next we'll take it down the road and see what it looks like on the road. All right, so let's go ahead and take it out for a ride here. Start out here and past here. All right, we're just gonna ride around the neighborhood here, see what the lights look like on the road. Yeah, not too bad, not the brightest, not the dimmest. It's pretty bright down the middle. I just wish it was a little wider. But enough that I can see pretty well, so it's a pretty decent light. The tail light's very good. The brake light's even better. All right, so my overall feeling of the light, the headlight it's okay. It's good enough for now. Tail light is excellent. The brake light's excellent. It does not have any turn signals, but that's okay. Just not meant to have any, I guess. So maybe in the future they'll change that, but for now I'm okay with that. All right, hope you enjoyed this segment, and on to the next part. All right, guys and gals, just want to give you an update and tell you exactly what happened with the Tesway X5 Pro. And so it took me a few days to get to finish this video. But yeah, it is perfectly fine. But yeah, I did have a little mishap when I was doing my testing. When I went to do the brake test, I apparently had over-tightened the stem, the original stem that was on it. And the stem bolts had popped the thread. So not knowing that at the time, it was working perfectly fine too. I went to do the brake test, handlebars folded forward on me, and I went flying over the front. And I skipped my knee pretty good, and I bruised up my chest and ribs pretty bad here. But I'm okay. That's why I made that little short video you might have seen. Maybe I'll include it in here, maybe I won't, because I don't want people to look at the bike negatively, because it was not the bike's fault, it was my fault. So don't think that's anything wrong with yours. So I went ahead and put different stem and handlebars on here. For now, when I get the new stem from them, I might put it on there. I think I'm just going to leave it like it is, because I kind of like the way these look better. So I think they're a little bit wider. But yeah, this is a great bike. Awesome range. Like I said, I haven't even used one battery bar yet, but I'll getting really cold here now. The days are getting really short, but I will try to do some riding when I get a couple off days, and if it's not snowing or raining, and try to test out the range. And the other thing you'll see I did different here is I added the rear basket, or actually I should say it's really either a front or rear basket. It's a kind of a universal basket they gave me. The problem is, and I'll put this camera down here so I can kind of show you. Problem is, if you put it on the front, and my friend Maximum Charge, he did a real good demonstration. He had the other model, but the basket's the same. And if you put this on the front, it's too close to this light, and this light cable here isn't long enough to reach out to the front of the basket either. And if you put it on here like this, then every time you hit a bump, it kind of smashes into the headlight. It's just too close. So I would recommend putting it on the back. And it's really, as you see, mine looks different in other videos you've probably seen of this bike, because you're really supposed to bolt it this way, long ways. But I think it looks better like this. And how I achieved that is I just did some really heavy duty zip ties that I have, and I tied it down to the bike. And trust me, it's sturdy. It ain't going anywhere. So I have about 12 zip ties on that thing. And it did come with this nice cargo net, the little liner that could go in it. And looks pretty nice. Nice basket. I'll definitely be using that because I'll probably use this as a work ride when the weather's nice enough. Because this is a great bike for that, because I can probably ride this thing for, you know, anywhere from a couple of weeks to a month without having to recharge it, you know, because I don't live that far from my job. So yeah, but it is a great bike. Yeah, so if you want something that's long range, and especially if you're doing something like Uber Eats or DoorDash, and this is a great bike for that. And oh, and since I put the basket too, you'll see I took the foot pegs back off because I didn't figure they needed them on there for that, even though they look kind of nice on there. Figured I'd make mine look different, so I took them off. Yeah. I like the way it looks, the way it is right now, and I love it with these mirrors on there. I did end up breaking one of these, so I had to get another one and replace it, but it's all good now. Like I said, that was not the bike's fault. That was my fault for over tightening the stem bolt, so don't do that. That goes for any bike. Yeah, be very careful. But this one, the way it was made on the front, and the bolts are a little smaller than the one on that stem there. So yeah, I just accidentally over tightened them. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. And they did recommend too, and I'll try to show you because mine is not exactly in the angle. Since I don't really have to worry about that because these bars have knurling on them, and so does the stem. But if you get the original, make sure you keep them in a straight line with this. That is the angle they told me that will keep it from slipping on you. So just know that if you get one of these, make sure you put it in the proper angle. And they do have an install video on their site for that. I did find that. But yeah, overall, this is a fantastic bike with that battery, man. You just can't beat that 60 amp hour battery. This is pretty crazy. And these brake rotors work really well too, as you've seen. I mean, it stopped really fast, but I didn't necessarily stop with it. I just kind of went over it. But yeah, the brakes work fantastic. Because these 180 millimeter rotors are extra thick. And these DY Island brakes work really well on them. So yeah, great job, Tesway. I love this bike. It's my favorite color, and it rides really well. The suspension's pretty decent, and it gets great range. That is the main thing. Yeah, it goes like 31 or 32, but main thing is the range. This thing will go for a very long ways. That's great. And also, don't worry, I will be making more videos on this bike because I really do like it. Like I said, my videos may become a little unpredictable for the next few months because it is going into winter now, and winter here is no joke. So yeah, I could have ice and snow and stuff for months. So you just never know here. So hopefully I don't, because I got some other stuff coming too. I hope the weather stays good enough for me to keep riding, even though right now it's pretty dang cold out here. I'm out here with just with shorts and a long sleeve shirt, but it's like, in the upper 30s right now. So yeah, it is getting chilly, especially when the sun starts going down. So please check out my links in the description below. I have an affiliate link for this bike, and any discount codes I have, I will also put down there to try to save you some extra money. And please use those because it helps out the channel, and that's what helps me to get these bikes and stuff to review for you and other things. And like I said, because of the winter, I will try to keep reviewing bikes if I can, or I'll at least try to do other bike related things to bring something for you until get to the springtime again. So please stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.